La Arnis POV. Diretso akong pumunta sa ladies' comfort room after what happened sa amin ni Leandro sa kotse. Nanlalagkit ako. Nag-ayos ako ng sarili. Washed my private, then after lumabas ako sa cubicle para tumungo sa salamin. I need to doll myself again because I'm a mess right now. Retouch my makeup in a simple way, then put lipstick again. Matagal kong tiningnan ang sarili sa salamin until I felt contentment. Bahagyang nalukot ang ibang part ng gown ko kanina, but it's not that noticeable. A smile cracked in my face when I remembered what happened earlier. The pleasure I saw on Leandro's face when entered fully. Oh my God, what am I thinking? Before I looked at myself in the mirror, then decided to finally go back to the hall where the event was being held. Magaan ang pakiramdam ko habang patungo sa table, kung saan nakita kong palinga-linga si Leandro. I smiled secretly at myself. Is he looking for me? I'm 3 tables away when the MC made an announcement, telling everybody that the event would start. Huminto ako sa kinatatayuan and then looked at the front where Cyril and his dad were standing with confidence. Maya-maya pa'y inanunsyo na nitong tema ng event and its purpose. Napangiti ako nang tawagin ito si Leandro. Nakipalakpak ako sa mga bisita. I'm so overwhelmed and so proud of him. May mister. Pero hindi ko na malayan saglit lang palang kasiyahang yon. Nang marinig ko mula sa doon ang announcement tungkol sa engagement ng anak nito at ni Leandro. My jaw dropped at the sudden revelation at napako ako sa kinatatayuan. I stared at them. Cyril's gaze went in my direction, then encircled her arms on Leandro. I waited for Leandro to shove her hand away, but to my disappointment, he didn't even budge. I even saw him smile at all the cameras na nakatuon sa kanilang dalawang atensyon. Naninikip ang dibdib ko. I'm about to escape a sob when he saw me. Hindi ko kayang lahat ng nakita at narinig ko. That's why I decided to collect my purse and walked out. Alam kong pinasundan niya ako sa tauhan niya. I can feel it. Bakit? Takot ba siya na baka tumakas ako at hindi na niya malalaman kung nasaan ang papa ko dahil hindi niya na ako bihag? May papa whom he accused na ninakaw ang important data ng company niya. Kaya niya ba ako pinapunta rin dito? Dahil nagbabaka sakali siya nasusulpot ang papa ko at nang matapos na ang problema niya. I ate even more sa naisip. Nagunahang pumatak ang mga luha sa mata ko. Wala na akong pakialam kung may makakita man sa akin na sobrang kalat na ng makeup ko. The hell I care? Nang makalabas na ako, may humintong sasakyan sa harapan ko. Bumukas ang pinto nito at binuksan ng passengers. It's Leandro's personal driver. I nodded at him then get in. Sobrang sikip ng dibdib ko at gulong-gulong isip ko ngayon. He's going to marry her? Akala ko ba wala lang sila? How about what happened kanina sa kotse? Is it just his last? Dahil lang ba I tempted him earlier kaya nagawa niya yon? Is it just nothing for him? Patuloy na namalisbis ang masasaganang luha sa mga mata ko. Hindi ko na namalaya na sa lalim ng pag-iisip ko sa mga nangyari. Nakarating na pala kami sa mansyon. Ma'am, nandito na po tayo. Babalik na po kasi ako doon para sunduin si Sir pagkatapos ng event. Sige po, Mang Norman. Salamat. Lumabas na ako sa kotse at pumasok na agad sa mansyon na otomatikong binuksan mula sa loob pagkarinig sa tunog ng sasakyan ni Leandro. I went straight to my room. Pagkabukas ko nito, agaran kong hinubad ang gown. I can't stand wearing it for too long. Because of what happened, I walked naked to the closet. Then look for a nightie. Hindi na ako nag-abalang mag-half bath. Dama ko masyadong pagod. Physically and emotionally. Sumampa ko sa kama then continued crying my heart out. Masikip ang dibdib ko dahil sa lahat ng nangyari. Pero may ibang part sa akin na umaasam na Leandro's gonna explain all what happened tonight after the event. But to my disappointment, morning approached already. Pero walang Leandro na dumating. I guess I spent the whole night with Cyril and made love after the event. I conclude before my eyes burst in tears again. Inaasam ko na uuwi siya ngayon. They seem funny and absurd pero masakit man. Ninais ko pa rin na makita siyang umuwi. Kaya lang sumapit na ang gabi pero wala pa rin Leandro na dumating. Nalalasahan kong pait sa bawat peking ngiti ko. Ano naman kasing pakialam mo, diba? I'm just his prisoner. While that girl, Cyril is his fiancé. Of course, Dapat lang na silang magkasama. Kaysa dito siya manatili sa bahay na ako lang naman ang mararatnan niya. Ilang araw pang lumipas pero hindi pa rin siya umuuwi. Hindi na ako mapakali na malaman kung nasaan siya ngayon. Are they doing their honeymoon in advance? My other side of mind asked me. It sent a pang in my chest. Maybe. It's not impossible though. Ma'am, ang breakfast niyo po lumamig na. Bakit hindi niyo pa po kinain? Pukaw ng pamangkin ni Aling Berta sa pagmumuni-muni ko. Siya muna kasi mag-aasikaso sa akin ngayon dahil may lagnat si Aling Berta. I'm sorry, I forgot. Hinging dispensa ko rito. Sige po, iinitin ko po muna ito para makakain ka na po. Kinuha nito ang tray na naglalaman ng breakfast ko. I opened the door for her, hesitating if I should ask her or not. But desperation pushed me to ask her. May balita ba kayo kay Leandro? I asked her naturally, but my veins are shaking inside. Ay ma'am, si Sir tumawag po kay Tiang Berta. Noong nakaraang araw, may business trip daw po siya. Hindi pa muna daw siya makakauwi. Sabi niya tumagighik pagkatapos na ikinakunot ng noo ko. Tumingin siya sa akin at maya-maya pa'y bumunghalit ng tawa. Ay ma'am, ganito kasi yun. Diba tumawag siya para sabihin sa akin na hindi na muna makakauwi kasi may business trip nga. Muntik na sana akong maniwala kaso nabasa ko sa internet kanina na magkasama silang lumuwas sa abroad nung fiancé niya. I listened at her attentively in silence, allowing her to continue what she's about to tell. Tapos ma'am, yung fiancé niya nag-post sa Insta niya ng pictures nila ni Sir habang nasa biyahe sila. Nakapikit si Sir habang nakadantay ang ulo niya sa balikat nito. Ang sweet nga tingnan eh. I slowly nodded. At eto pa ma'am, nag-post yung babae ng wedding gown. Sobrang ganda ma'am. Kung nakita mo lang sana, sobrang ganda. Kailan kaya ako makakasuot ng ganun? Pantasya nito. Habang ako flood of questions keep on coming in my mind. So they're having honeymoon abroad as what I imagined? They're doing the preparation of the wedding na after announcing it to the public? Is he not going to make a call for me and talk to me after what happened? Am I only just a prisoner? Nothing more? I drowned in my own thoughts when I felt a hand waving at my face, asking for my attention. Okay ka lang po ba, ma'am? Kanina pa po kasi ako nagsasalita dito pero natutulala ka na po. I cleared my throat. Okay lang ako. Sorry, may iniisip lang ako. Sige po ma'am, hintayin mo na lang po ako, initing ko na muna ito sandali. Hinging permiso nito bago umalis, dala ang tray ng pagkain. Leandro, if this is not too much, I need an explanation. I uttered to myself. Leandro's POV. Kindly please stop manipulating what will happen to my life, Grandpa. Kaya kong sarili ko. Hindi pwedeng habang buhay kung anong mga dikta mo. Yun ang dapat mangyari sa akin. I was fussing furious. It's just that punong-puno na ako. Lahat ng mga nangyayari sa buhay ko. Gusto niya na siyang may control sa lahat. That's what pisses me off every time. Because all he wants to happen must happen and will happen. Where did this madness came from, Apo? Kalmado niyang tanong sa akin. Habang ikinigiya ang sarili na makaupo sa sopa katabi ng kama. I stared at him. Matanda na siya pero ang presence niya ay makikitaan ng katatagan. I'm still in bed. Nakadapa pa rin habang iniindang bigat ng ulo ko ngayon. I confined myself in this hotel I've been in since I got here in New York. After ng tour namin with the investor sa bagong open na branch, which is of course, Cyril's present too, since her dad made her his representative. Grandpa, why are you here by the way? I thought you'll travel around the world a million of times and enjoy life. That's what your goal is, right? Then why don't you stop this? Apo, ano nga bang ikinagagalit mo? Ang ginagawa ko lang naman ay ito pa rin at suportahan ang naging desisyon mo. What do you mean by that, Grandpa? He smiled wickedly. Alam ko na alam mo na ang naging plano ko. Alam kong alam mo na kasabwat kong papa nila Arnie sa lahat ng ito, sa simula pa lang. I asked for Rydell's permission na hindi naman niya tinanggihan. I really admire his. That's why I want her for you. She fits perfectly for you, Apo. Umiwas ako ng tingin. All along he knew it. Alam niya pala na alam ko ang lahat. I've been busted since the start. He just played along in silence and watched me from a distance. But you made your moves. Kaya dumating tayo sa ganitong sitwasyon. Who would have thought na pagkatapos ng marahas mong desisyon, ay pagsisisihan mo ang consequences nito? Akala ko kasi paninindigan mo. But look at you now. You've been staying here for a week at nilulunod ang sarili mo sa alak. You're a mess right now, Apo. Pagpapatuloy nito, isinubsob kong ulo sa unan, hiding my embarrassment and frustrations dahil sa ginawa ko. Kung hinayaan ko na lang sana ang lahat at hindi na nagrebelde pa, I won't be in this mess I'm facing now. My engagement to Cyril. I'll be heading now, Apo. Fix yourself up. Seriously. You stink. Grandpa, but face what you've started and handle it carefully on your own. You said that I must stop manipulating your life, right? Gawan mo ng paraan para maayos itong pinasok mo. Sa pagkakataong ito, hahayaan kitang kumpunihin ang ginawa mong gusot. Pipigilan ko pa sana siya sa pag-alis. Gusto kong tulungan niya akong solusyonan ang lahat ng ito. Pero umatras ang dila ko. I told him those words earlier. Then I'll ask for help? Yeah, right. I'm such an asshole. Nakita ko na lang na marahang isinara nito ang pinto. I was left here clueless. How am I going to handle this? Paano ko ipapaliwanag kay Laarne ang lahat ng ito na hindi niya malalaman ang sekreto ko? Hindi pa ako handa na malaman niya. He might hate me and I don't want that to happen. Mas mabuti na maglihim ako kaysa iwan niya ako. Tumunog ang cellphone ko sa bedside. Mas naguluhan ako nang makitang numerong nakarehistro. It's Mr. Castello. Sinagot ko ang tawag nito. Mr. Montevista, or should I say, Iho? Tumawa ito sa kabilang linya. My precious daughter told me to check on you since yesterday. Wala daw siyang balita sa'yo. You're out of reach and she's too worried that she asked for my help. Call your fiancé and update her. Sige, yan lang, Iho. My meeting will start in a minute. Take good care of my princess. Huling sabi nito bago pinatay ang tawag. Kainis, this mess. I hurriedly called and asked my man to book a ticket online para makabalik ako sa Pilipinas. Ilang minuto lang ay nag-reply ito na nakakuha na ito ng ticket, kaya nagmamadali akong nag-impake ng gamit. I must explain everything to Laarne, so she won't overthink too much of the current situation. I need to tell her that I'm not gonna marry Cyril, and I'm flustered as well of the sudden announcement of the engagement. Ang engagement ay bunga lang ng pangingialam ng grandpa ko. I'm not even aware that he set all of this mess in order for me to make a move. Ipinikit ko muna ang mga mata. Bawi muna ako sa tulog. Kailangan kong bawiin ang restless nights and days ko. I must look normal and presentable pag nakita na ako nila Arnie. I badly miss her, especially her scent. I'm addicted to it. That's why bago ako dumiretso sa airport, I went to a mall where I can find the perfume she's using, and gladly I found it. I even bought her pairs of pajamas and undies. The sales ladies look at me in a very weird way, but I just shrugged my shoulders. Why don't they mind their own business, right? Later on, after the long wait, lumapag na rin ang eroplanong sinakyan ko. Sumabay ako sa kumpol ng mga taong nagsipulasan sa pagbaba. Smiles are plastered in their faces. The feeling of being back in the country. Yeah, I can understand them. Kasi ako rin. Gusto ko nang makauwi agad sa bahay to see Laarne's face again. Her nice grins and naughtiness. Sir, dito po. I saw Mang Norman waving at me, holding a piece of cartolina with my name on it. Pumunta ako sa pwesto niya then chuckled. Seriously, Manong, you don't have to do this. I can find you no matter how crowded this place is. Tumatawa ko siyang inakbayan habang napakamot ito sa kanyang batok. Sige sir, pasok na po kayo para makarating tayo agad. Baka maabutan po tayo ng traffic sa daan. Mas maigi ng maaga para makapagpahinga na kayo agad. Kinuha niyang mga bagahe ko at dinala ito sa compartment ng sasakyan. He gave him a hand. Manong, just call me Alejandro na lang po. I told you before, right?
Tinuring ko na po kayong ikalawang ama after my parents got on that accident. Humina ang boses ko. The pain is still here, buried in my heart, but I insisted not to let this affect me. Napansin ni Manong Norman ang bigla ang pananahimik ko. Kaya tumikim ito at akmang pupunta sa passenger side para pagbuksan ako ng pinto, but I stopped him. Wag na, Manong. I can handle this. Tinanguan ko siya at iginiya na mauna nang maupo sa driver's seat. Nang makaupo na ito, saka lamang ako pumwesto sa upuan ko. I catch another nap again during the ride, until I heard Mang Norman's voice telling me na nakarating na kami sa bahay. Sumikdo ang puso ko. I don't know if she's still awake because it's midnight already. But to my surprise, I saw on her room window that her lights are still on. Sa mahigit isang buwan niyang pamamalagi sa mansyon, I know that she can't sleep with the lights on. Nagdiwang ang puso ko. I guess makakausap ko siya ngayon. Tamang-tama lang kasi I can't wait for tomorrow to explain the situation to her. It's such a burden to me. I'll be right there quickly, my woman. Wait for me.
La Arnie's POV. And again, I can't sleep. It's already midnight pero naglalakbay pa rin ang isip ko sa kakaisip sa kanya. I know I shouldn't feel this way, since nasaktan ako nang nag-announce sila sa publiko sa engagement nila. But a big part of me feels that I'm longing for his presence. Maya-maya pa, I heard the sound of Leandro's car. My heart beat erratically, but I stopped myself not to go near the window, just to have a single glimpse of him. Nanatili akong nakahiga sa kama, until I heard the door open. Napalingon ako. There, I saw Leandros whose tiredness is visible in his entire face. I fight the urge to run to him. He closed the door before he went in my direction. Nang nasa harap ko na siya, umupo siya sa kama then without a word. He hugged me as he buried his face at my neck. I could feel his breath stare until it became ragged. I was about to push him since may atraso pa siya sa akin. And this may seem so demanding, but I want him to explain everything to me. But he tightened his embrace more for a protest.
Please, baby, not now. I'll tell you everything later. Let me hug you more. I miss you. I badly miss you so much.
He kissed my neck as he gently beat my earlobes. It sent shivers through my spine. Napapikit ako. My mind wants to protest, but my body reacts the other way. Mas itiningala ko pang leeg ko, giving him more access to pleasure me. He planted small kisses there. I'm very sure that it will leave marks. While he enjoyed biting, his hands wanders in my lower area. Ang isang kamay niya hinuhubog ang balat ko while playing on it. He does it easily, while his other hand took up my pajama, together with my underwear, then trailed my center, aiming to reach mine, then played on it. Napaarko ako sa sensasyong nararamdaman ko ngayon. Napakagat-labing ninanamnam lahat ng ginagawang pagpapaligaya ni Leandro sa katawan ko. A moan escaped from my mouth, which made him look at me.
You're loving this, baby?
Iniwas ko ang tingin ko. I heard him chuckle, then kissed my forehead.
You're so cute.
Pumwesto siya sa paanan ko, facing my femininity while looking at me. I know this is not the first time he touched and tasted me down there, but I still felt shy whenever he looked at it with those. I love the sensation I'm feeling right now, but the fact that he's staring at me while doing it, anticipating my reaction, made me blush. Pwede ba? Stop playing. Peke kong kastigo sa kanya to hide my embarrassment, but he just winked at me. Before he lowered his head, he said a statement that made me open my mouth because of his possessiveness.
I marked this mine. Now just listen to your grief on the bedsheet. I'll ravish you more now, until you moan my name louder.
Ikinanganga ko at ikinasabunot sa buhok niya. Hindi ko ma-explain ang sensasyong nararamdaman ko. He stopped what he was doing, which made me look in his direction.
What did you just call me?
Nagdalawang isip ako kung uulitin ko ba. He might get mad at me.
Say it again. I would love to hear it over and over again, baby.
I cleared my throat, then took the courage to spill it again. Leandro, my baby. He grinning ear to ear, then moved forward to get closer to my face.
Say that to me always. It's so pleasant to my ear.
Then he kissed me tiredly, slowly positioning himself. He whispered in my ears.